Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Dave's Faves, and this is in response to one of your comments and requests, which I'm always happy to oblige to the extent that I am capable. You asked for the Dave's Faves Gershwin pick. In this case, it's picks, because there are two of them, and so I'm going to give them to you straight away. Of course, Gershwin is, just an amazing composer and fantastically wonderful and an amazing tunesmith. And really, as if you watched my video on the Concerto in F, he was far more capable than he's often given credit for being, especially considering how little orchestral music he really wrote. But virtually everything he did write, the orchestral sphere, turned out to be a masterpiece, which is really saying something, isn't it? So here are my picks, and I don't want to waste time. I'm just going to tell you what they are, because the most important, the most essential, the most glorious Gershwin disc is this one. It's Arthur Fiedler, the Boston Pops, and Earl Wild. Oh my goodness, there is nothing about this that is not fabulous. The playing is incredible. The sonics are amazing. Earl Wild is dazzling. It's just the acme of Gershwin-esque perfection. It truly is. And what do you get? You get the Rhapsody in Blue, the Concerto in F, an American in Paris, the I Got Rhythm Variations, and the Cuban Overture, which is virtually all of Gershwin's orchestral music. The only things that are missing are of substance, there are little things, are the second Rhapsody and the suite that Gershwin himself arranged from Porgy and Bess. And if you want those, along with all this other stuff, get this too. It's inexpensive and it's a wonderful compliment. This is the 2-disc Vox set featuring the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra and Leonard Slatkin, who are fabulous in this music, with, let's see, who's the pianist? Oh, it's Jeffrey Siegel. Yeah, who's just as great, just about, as Earl Wild. I mean, he's really, really first class in this music. It was very well recorded. It sounds terrific, and it's not expensive, except I don't know what it's selling for now on Amazon or what it is, but you can take your pick. I think this is the one you absolutely must own, and because no one's going to want just one Gershwin disc. I mean, come on. Supplement it with this, and then you've got incredibly complete, comprehensive, totally fabulous, absolutely wonderful Gershwin. It's really that simple. I mean, you don't have to look any further. And now let's be honest. Gershwin has been very well recorded. He's been treated very, very well. I mean, there is wonderful Gershwin from Michael Tilson Thomas on Sony and elsewhere. There is wonderful Gershwin from Leonard Bernstein. There is wonderful Gershwin from all kinds of people. The one person I'm not too thrilled about in Gershwin is Andre Previn, actually, whose Gershwin was raved about in the English press. And I just find it too relaxed and rather, somehow a little bit colorless and de-energized for my taste. It's not that other people don't have to love it. I mean, you can if you want to. I just wasn't impressed. I just think there's much, much better stuff out there in Gershwin. And you saw that we had a wonderful Gershwin disc with the second Rhapsody in the Concerto with Joanne Folletto on Naxos. I mean, there are so many choices in Gershwin that are really, really good. And not all of them are American. They aren't. Most of them are, and the reason most of them are is because people who are not American tend not to play Gershwin. I mean, it's really that simple. I wish they would. I wish they would do it all the time. If we found some really fine, I remember when I was sort of collecting originally back in the day, one of my all-time favorite Gershwin discs, and it was a CD, was from Russia. I forget who the pianist is because it didn't survive that CD very long, but it was a wonderful, wonderful performance of the Rhapsody in Blue and the Piano Concerto in American in Paris with Russian orchestra, Russian soloist, Russian everything. And it was great. In fact, the Russians tend to do Gershwin very, very well, and they like him. I think they liked him because in the communist days, they thought that it was sort of the American equivalent of socialist realism. So it was acceptable to do, but they did it really, really well because, what's not to love? It's fabulous music. So I'm not by any means sold on the fact that it has to be, American this or a national that. I don't care. All I care about is the sound that reaches my ears. And whoever does it best is the one I'm going to talk about. So anyway, these two are just terrific, and it's a great deal for you and easy and a no-brainer. And get Earl Wild and Fiedler or Jeffrey Siegel and Slatkin, and you are all set for Gershwin. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.